It's every nation's dream come true. Beijing will host the 2008 Olympics, and its game face will astonish the world. China's capital is about to get history's ultimate urban makeover. A mind-blowing vision, stretching the limits of what architects and engineers can dream and do.
Beijing is a free-for-all. It's a place where architects around the world can go and get their fantasies paid for.
Beijing is staking its Olympic glory on some of the most incredible buildings ever designed. Stunning creations that must also withstand one of the world's deadliest earthquake zones.
It's not just a game anymore for the Chinese.
If China succeeds, Olympic Beijing will be a city unlike any other. But time is running out, and failure is not an option. Can China beat the clock? July 2001, the world's most populous nation holds its collective breath.
The games of the 29th Olympiad to the city of Beijing.
It's China's moment of triumph.
The most important thing is that we know that we are accepted by the world. The world accepts us.
At about 10 o'clock that night, we heard this explosion outside. We looked out the window and the sky had turned into this, flower garden, basically, of fireworks.
But for China, the Olympics won't be just a sporting event. It'll also be a chance to show the world what the newest world power can do.
China wants to completely reshape its image in the world's eyes.
If China succeeds, what the world sees in 2008 will blow it away. Beijing transformed into a city unlike any other. A vision of the future that's already making history. In 2002, Swiss architects Jacques Herzog and Pierre Dumeron faced one of the toughest challenges of their careers. Winning the contract to design the centerpiece of the Beijing Games, the Olympic Stadium.
You somehow need to bridge, or at least to find ways to better understand what the people really like.
As dozens of competitors brainstorm rival designs, Herzog and Dumeron rolled the dice. They teamed up with Ai Weiwei, one of the new China's most controversial artists and a dedicated couch potato.
I've never been into a stadium in my life. I'm not a sport person.
Maybe that's why the unlikely collaboration produces a stadium designed like no other. A jaw-dropping tangle of twisting steel.
Weiwei sort of encouraged us very much to go the daring way, not to be too held back.
They always hesitate, so I really encourage them to grab this chance to make it unique.
Only one name could describe this incredible design. The bird's nest.
It's not the shape like a bird nest, but conceptually, it works that way.
As the awarding of the stadium design approaches, the team suffers more than one moment of doubt.
You don't know how, a jury or responds to something so new and crazy.
We are all very, feel very nervous.
Weiwei didn't know how the jury would react.
The bold gamble pays off. The bird's nest design wins out over 44 competitors.
I think the Chinese National Stadium will be quite a beautiful backdrop for the Olympics. It's going to project well on television.
But the sheer originality of the stadium's design poses a new challenge. Where do you put such an incredible building? In Beijing, it can be only one place. The ancient line running from Tiananmen Square through the heart of the hallowed Forbidden City, linking together China's most cherished cultural monuments, known as the Imperial Axis.
The dragon chair is the emperor's seat, is precisely located on this axis, so it's very important.
By 2008, this ancient intersection of Chinese greatness and power will stretch unbroken into the 21st century. At its north end, a spectacular Olympic green of nearly 3,000 acres, more than 1,100 hectares, and in its center, the stunning bird's nest. It's an astounding vision of Beijing's future, and it all hangs on the answer to one question. Can the Bird's Nest Stadium actually be built? It's up to stadium engineering experts, Arab and Partners, to prove that it can. With projects like Britain's massive Manchester Stadium under their belts, Arab's crack team should be up to the challenge. But the Bird's Nest isn't like anything they've ever done.
The spans are absolutely huge.
There's about 14,000 different elements, structural elements. In actual fact, there's 3 layers of structure.
Arab's plan will artfully interweave 3 separate layers of steel beams to create a bird's nest illusion. One set of beams will encircle the stadium, supporting its twisting mass. A second set of beams will fill in the gaps between the first set. And a third will support the stairways.
When viewed together, it gives this appearance of random and chaotic pattern.
But making order look like chaos will be only a part of Arab's workday. As the beams twist and turn around the stadium, they'll have to keep the same side up at all times.
It means the steel box section has to physically be twisted and curved in space as it runs along its length.
Behind their can-do attitude, the engineers know that building the bird's nest will mean more than solving some of the world's toughest engineering problems. The consequences of failure are unthinkable. Beijing lies on some of the world's deadliest earthquake faults. In 1976, a massive quake killed 250,000 people, just 85 miles or 130 kilometers from where the bird's nest will soon dominate the Olympic skyline. During the Games, 35,000 tons of twisted steel will loom over 90,000 spectators. The Arab team knows they have to get it right, and that's not going to be easy.